Welcome everyone to Kraken of the Week, episode 16. This week we have a game from John Dice and the Kagero. John running the build with the Kagero that will give you the torp reload booster rather than the smokescreen. You see using it early here and using it to get this Benson and get the destroyers off the board. With no smokescreen, this Benson poses a huge threat, taking them out, getting the first blood medal and the devastating strike, and we're off to a very strong start. You see though, getting spotted there did draw the attention of the enemy carrier, and for any of you that have played Destroyer with the introduction of carriers know how annoying and how difficult it can be to get away from them. But at this point, with no smokescreen, John only has one choice, and that is to use that rudder, make it difficult to hit. You see the bombs dropping all around. Fortunately, no hits, and that is the last of the carrier's planes for this attack squadron. So John's going to be able to drop out of detection here and give him some time to get this cap and go ahead and start moving forward. So you can see we do have a div mate over here in Iowa pushing this flank. The rest of the blue team has gone hard to the C cap. So a little difficult, interesting move here. But it's going to be important now that the good team stays alive, and important for John to stay out of the detection range of those planes. But you can see those planes swerving in and out. They're looking for that destroyer. Fortunately, though, you see 4.8 kilometer detection. Got a real low detectability build, and that's thanks to the Bay inspiration. If you want to see the full detail on this build, I've included a link down below. John Dice has put this build on wowsbuilds.com. You can see the Tanaka along with Bay and Space Fishy inspiration. So get long range, decently fast reloading torps, and extremely fast in the water. So looking at the rest of the enemy team, we have 2 destroyers, 5 battleships left, and that's a great matchup for John in this game, and a carrier. So other than the other destroyers, the carrier is going to be the main threat. And you can see the other blue team destroyers already going after the Lexington, which is great because the carrier driver is completely distracted by the first destroyer. I typically don't think this is a value-added move, but at this point, since we do have a friendly destroyer chasing after the carrier, go ahead, use that opening with the carrier being focused on the other destroyer to get in here, close the distance, and be ready to launch some torpedoes once they're reloaded. Generally speaking, the Japanese destroyers are not great with the AA defense. The one exception of that being the Akazuki. But you can see John has managed to get 2 of the planes out of the air. And what's going to be important now, can the CV driver maintain enough planes? In that meantime, those torpedoes that had been launched a while ago find their target, Nagato. That is kill number 2. So now we have 4 battleships left, a CV, and 2 destroyers. You can see the CV has turned. I'm guessing they're probably angling up against that other blue team destroyer. It's going to give John an ability to actually get some torpedoes off. Earlier, the CV had been pointing a little bit further away. The torpedoes didn't have the range to get there. Go ahead, get them in the water, and turn away and start setting up for the next engagement. You see just a little bit over a minute on the torpedo reload. And with the punch that these torpedoes have, 18,000 damage potential per torpedo is absolutely huge. You see the CV has several torpedoes coming in, total of 11 between the 2 destroyers, and those are looking a little decent, maybe a little too far. Fortunately though, those CVs move extremely fast in the water and their defense is not great. Landing 2, getting flooding on both. Go ahead, open up with the guns to finish it off, because getting this carrier off the map is going to be huge to getting the team win. Once they're confident that it is going to be just fine, go ahead, turn out, and now start focusing on the other enemy battleships. Looking around, trying to decide what target to hit first. Major issue here. these enemy battleships needed to be shooting at the destroyer right here. You see the secondary battery going off, but that's not going to be enough. If these two battleships, the Colorado and Gneisenau, had taken some shots, that would have been absolutely devastating for John Dice. But they go ahead, leave them be, and that's going to open up a great opportunity for him to get into better positions to launch more torpedoes and continue racking up the kills. So 3 kills so far, 6 torpedo hits, 6 flooding. Absolutely devastating. Already up to 73,000 damage. You see, fortunately, the blue team has 2 of the caps. There doesn't seem to be any major threat to the red team taking either A or B. And there, once again, devastating strike number 2. Land 4 torpedoes for 4 flooding on the Colorado. That's kill number 4. And things are looking very good for the blue team. All 3 destroyers still alive. The enemy team does still have a lightning out there, and that smoke sonar combo can be absolutely devastating. But right after, it feels like just launched some torpedoes, ready to put some more in the water for the Gneisenau here. Making sure to avoid the island. If they'd kept going straight right there, the island would have caught those torpedoes. And with the 4.8 detection, he has some room to play with here. The Gneisenau, though, makes a surprising move. Turns completely into where John Dice is sitting. And now going to get spotted. And you can see it probably didn't lead with those torpedoes far enough. The Gneisenau has decent speed in the water and can really move once getting perpendicular to the direction of those torpedoes. And unfortunately now, spotted by the Gneisenau, has the Iowa right here, and we're getting shots from the lightning to the north. So really need that Gneisenau to go down. You see, didn't get any of the torpedoes. So things are looking a little dicey at this moment. Going ahead, open up on the guns with the lightning. But you see the lightning did knock the engine out. Fortunately, though, our friendly destroyer coming in, helping take some of the heat away, and you getting some of the attention of the Gneisenau. Also, thankful that this island right here, this is what saves. And there's our div mate taking out the lightning. Huge. Lightning had the fastest reload, had the ability to come in and absolutely wreck. But fortunately, able to escape. And the hope for the Kraken is still alive. At this point, gonna have an ambush here. The Iowa knows that the destroyer is behind the island. Not exactly sure where. Doesn't have the guns ready. Goes ahead, puts both sets of torpedoes into the water. You see the secondaries knocked out the engine once again. And just hoping that those torpedoes have enough speed, and absolutely do. Once again, landing 3. That's the Kraken Confederate high caliber combination. A Confederate in a destroyer is such a rare metal because their range is limited. The torpedoes take so long. So that is such a huge accomplishment. 153,000 in damage. And at this point, the Akatsuki, all they can do is run for their lives. This has been a great game. Absolutely great destroyer play. What you want to see, if you're not running a Fletcher and an Akazuki with a good AA build, this is the perfect type of game. Sneaking around, getting the caps early, and then going around getting the kills throughout the middle and end game. Fantastic job. And you can see the div mate right there in the Iowa. Gonna end up finishing off the Akatsuki here. 8 kills for the division. Absolutely dominating performance and great game for the division. Well, that's all we have for this week, y'all. Thank you for watching. If this is your first time coming to the channel, consider hitting subscribe. We're going to have a lot more videos coming at you shortly. Have a great day.